Are you the type of person that knows what you should be doing, but you don't do it anyway? Like with regard to your goals or the things you want out of life, like, are you the type of person that knows the steps you should be taking, but you don't take them anyway? Well, if so, this is for you. So this quarter, Q2 of 2024, I'm actually in a course with Dr. Benjamin Hardy, and it's under NDA, so I can't talk a whole lot about what's happening in the course, but I have noticed a bunch of people in my class, they're struggling with knowing what to do and then not doing it anyway. So I guess you could call this self-sabotage. But in this video, I want to talk to you guys about how to avoid this, how to identify it. So before I jump in, there's a quote from Stephen R. Covey, which I really like, which is, "To learn and not do is really not to learn. To know and to do is not to know." Wait, did I say that right? To know and not to do is really not to know. You guys get the idea. I think it's so powerful where it's like there's this implementation component to learning. And so if you haven't implemented what you've learned, you've actually just wasted your time. And so that quote I think is really powerful. Certainly this doesn't just apply to the class that I'm taking with Ben on rapid growth, but it's like for anyone that's struggling to focus on the next steps that they should be taking, there are people like me. I don't necessarily fit into this bucket. I'm having issues with clarity and some other stuff with respect to my goals, which is a whole nother thing. But for people that know what they should be doing and then are struggling to then do those things, let's talk about some of the reasons that happens and some of the things to be aware of. So number one, I love what Myron Golden says with respect to there being no such thing as fear of failure. There's just a lack of faith. What does that mean? That means you're not doing the thing because you don't believe it will work. That's one reason, right? So you might self-sabotage because you don't think it's actually going to work. You're not writing the book because you think it's going to flop. And you know, it's not just writer's block or whatever. It's like you don't have faith in the thing that you're working on. So that's one reason. Let's jump into a whole slew of other ones that I've noticed being in this mastermind and kind of working with people on my team and just hearing different perspectives. So most people that I'm with in the group and most of these people that I've met, they know what they should be working on. They know what they should be doing next. They know what their next chokehold on the funnel is. But they have these underlying blockages. And like I just mentioned, a lot of them, they don't ultimately believe that whatever they're working on is going to succeed, and so they don't end up doing the steps to make it succeed. That's number one that I've noticed. The next one is, so that's number one. The next one is they don't know why they're doing it in the first place. So I'll kind of go into more specificity on the next one with regard to this, but as a general whole, sometimes people they committed to doing a thing or building a company or doing whatever, and they don't even remember why they're doing it anymore. They're not tied to their why. It's not as important to them. They don't have clarity on why they're doing it in the first place. And maybe I can kind of be stuck in that myself right now. But with more specificity, they don't actually want the success that they originally signed up for. So, or the goal or the output or the thing that they originally signed up for. So say it's building a business, right? And when this person initially starts, they're doing it to create wealth accumulation or whatever, and maybe there's a relationship that comes their way or whatever, and all of a sudden that relationship, they find that that's more important to them than having this wealth. And so I've noticed people in the class they will self-sabotage. They won't take steps to make their goal or their dream come true because they're naturally not tied to that goal, that why, that thing that they were doing it for. That reason isn't as strong. So that's something that I've noticed and I've seen. The last one is because people will procrastinate because people that they love. This one is like a really sensitive one. Someone I was working with in the group, I kept asking why, and I kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And I'm like, why? You know what you're supposed to do. Like, you're lucky enough to know what the next steps are. Why aren't you doing it? Like, do you not care enough about your goal? Like, you came up with the goal. Like, you have your why. Like, you have the people you want to serve, whatever. Like, what's the deal? And by going through that process of questioning over and over and over and asking why and why and why, we found out together that there are people in his life that he loves, family members, parents, and they're holding him back from growing. And so he feels like if he's going to grow financially, mindset, relationally, like he's going to isolate people, friends and family members. And he realized through this process of going back and forth and him and I discussing it, that he's been sabotaging himself because he doesn't want to leave those people behind. And I wasn't going to bring this up, but with respect to that conversation, I'm like, the best thing that you can do is actually show them a path forward. Like, do the thing, show them how to get to success, and then if they want to go, like, help, lend a hand and bring them up behind you. But you can't force other people to want to grow or want to change or whatever. And so I'm like, you can either stay back with them, which is bad because now you're going to have resentment, or you can show them a better way, and then if it works, you lend them a hand and help pull them up behind you if they're interested in doing what you've done. And so that was a really powerful one, is like procrastinating because people you love might be isolated. You might have to reduce your time with them. So that was a big one. The last one that I have for you guys, this will be a quick video, is they want to wait until the thing is perfect. I love, there's a quote by someone that I follow on Twitter who was like, procrastination or perfection is another word for insecurity. And I think it's really true. I mean, you want to get in the process of shipping, learning, iterating, and repeating. Yes, it involves putting yourself out there. Yes, like the thing that you ship might not be perfect the first time around, but better to have learned and adjusted than to have gone all in and then, to have to learn and adjust then. It's like fallacy of sunk cost, right? It becomes like a cyclical problem. So I hope these help you guys. I hope you can be aware when you're doing them to yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.